That gentleman was booked into the Multnomah County Jail around 1:30 Wednesday morning. About 2 hours later, he was released.
A man suspected of intentionally lighting multiple fires in Northeast Portland was arrested, booked and released, and then arrested again. All happened within the span of a few hours this morning.
The case is shedding some light on Oregon's policies surrounding who can be released from custody before seeing a judge. K2's Christina Giardinelli is live in Northeast Portland to break this down for us. So why was he released, Christina?
Yeah, the charges he was initially booked on were related to car fires, so allegedly not putting anyone in danger. When he was booked a second time, those charges were related to situations that could have put people in danger. For example, where I'm standing right here, this fence is to a Cafe Oli here in Northeast Portland, and it sits just about maybe 5 feet from an apartment right here where police say people were sleeping at the time. And those are the strict guidelines that release officers have to take into consideration.
This could have ended far worse than it did.
Mike Benner, a Portland Police Bureau spokesperson, says one arrest wasn't enough for arson suspect Aubrey Edwards.
On July 20th, there were numerous fires in and around the neighborhood of Irving Park. And a week later, on July 27th, another couple of fires.
In the early morning hours on Wednesday, police responded to 2 car fires and arrested Edwards. Car fires don't put lives at risk and don't allow release officers to hold a suspect till court. Within a couple of hours, Edwards was back on the street.
On his walk from the jail, where we are standing right now, to his home in the northeast Portland area, this gentleman is suspected of starting 6 additional fires.
This time around, Benner says they were able to pin some of the other arson cases to him.
We have reason to believe that numerous fires were set outside occupied structures during traditional sleeping hours.
With lives in danger and a more serious first-degree arson charge, Edwards will be held till he can see a judge. It's something Republican lawmaker Kevin Mannix says should be happening from the get-go.
There's over 150 felonies and most Class A misdemeanors where the presumption is that when you are arrested, you will be released on your own recognizance, meaning you say, hey, I'm going to show up for trial. And no bail is posted. Nothing is done to hold you until trial.
Mannix is taking aim at an Oregon law passed in 2021 that allows release officers under a judge's supervision to decide when to let someone walk before trial. Release officers make the call based on strict guidelines set by the judicial branch. But Mannix says elected and trained judges should be the only ones making this call.
A circuit judge looks at your record, looks at the charge against you, looks at the evidence, considers whether or not you're going to show up for trial, can decide to set bail, or can decide that you should be kept in jail pending trial. That system has basically been set aside in favor of having a release officer.
Mannix is working on a ballot measure that would undo the 2021 law that allowed release officers to make those decisions. If he collects enough signatures, you'll see that question posed to you on your 2026, November 2026 ballot. Live in Northeast Portland, Christina Giardinelli, K2 News.
Christina, thank you. Supporters of the current custody rule say it's about protecting the constitutional rights of people accused of the crimes. They say days-long jail stays before trial can cost people their jobs and connections in the community. We'll keep you updated on the potential ballot measure.